Hello students, this is our second paper EVS 3502, that is wildlife biology. So today we will start our credit first and their unit first, wildlife biology and their introduction. Okay, so firstly, introduction. A wildlife biologist studies animals and their behavior along with the role each animal plays in its natural habitats. Then the duties of a wildlife biologist can include developing and conducting experiments or studies on animals in their natural habitats, studying the characteristics of animals such as their interaction with different species, their reproductive and movement patterns, the dynamic within a population, and the transmission of diseases. Then the wildlife biologist can also play important role in managing and monitoring population dynamics to preserve certain species and environment. They observe how animals interact with one another as well as how they interact with humans also. Then some wildlife biologists study the impact of human interference on an ecosystem. Wildlife biologists can work with endangered species, advocate for preservation of wildlife, resolve issues pertaining to wildlife, and manage animal populations. So these are the some definition of wildlife biology, or how all wild animals interact with each other and their environment, or also interact with humans, right? So this is the wildlife biology. Okay, so wildlife biologists are important to the safety and preservation of animal species, but they also benefit society as a whole. They observe animals in their natural habitats and conduct experimental studies to test for environmental hazard, then diseases and unusual movement pattern. So wildlife ecology is the science behind the practice of wildlife management that seeks to manage wildlife population for the benefit of humans. It has converged as essentially a sub-discipline of conservation biology focused largely on the applied ecology and management of wild population of bird and mammals. So जनरली वाईल्ड लाईफ बायोलॉजिस्ट ते काय करतात, काय स्टडी करतात, तर जे पण वाईल्ड ॲनिमल्स असतील किंवा ज्या वाईल्ड स्पेसीज आहेत, राईट, सो त्यांची सेफ्टी असेल किंवा जे प्रिझर्वेशन आहे तर ते करणं गरजेचं आहे, जेणेकरून की ज्या एंडेंजर्ड झोनमध्ये किंवा रेअर होत चालणाऱ्या ज्या स्पेसीज आहेत किंवा वाईल्ड ॲनिमल्स आहेत त्यांचं प्रोटेक्शन व्हावं, राईट. किंवा वाईल्ड लाईफ बायोलॉजी स्टडी काय करतात की जे पण वाईल्ड ॲनिमल्स आहेत त्यांचं बिहेवियर, एकमेकांशी बिहेवियर कसं आहे किंवा त्यांचा एन्व्हायरमेंटमधला रोल काय आहे किंवा त्यांचं नॅचरल हॅबिटॅट काय काय आहेत, राईट. सो ह्या सगळ्याचा स्टडी आपण वाईल्ड लाईफ बायोलॉजीमध्ये करतो आहे. ओके, सो देन द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ वाईल्ड लाईफ biology. So wildlife plays an important role in balancing the environment. Wildlife provides a stability to different processes of the nature. Then wildlife and nature have been largely associated with humans for emotional and social reasons. The importance of wildlife can be categorized as ecological, economic and investigatory importance, as well as conservation of biological diversities. So animals have also been highly useful to us in providing food, then clothing and source of income. So our life is almost impossible without the support of wildlife. We are also a part of wildlife to make ecological balance on earth. It plays a very crucial role in our life. So wildlife animals or wildlife is very important to us for the ecological balance, then developing our economic or social development, right. Then there are various importance of wildlife biology. The wildlife comprises all living organisms like plants, animals, microorganisms in their natural habitats, which are neither cultivated or domesticated nor tamed, but in its stricted scene it includes uncultivated mammals, reptiles, birds and fishes. Okay, so first importance is ecological balance, right? So there are sub points is first one, the regulation of population of different species. Then second one is food chain, राईट. जेव्हा जी फूड चेन आहे नेचरमधली, लाईक जे पण होस्ट असतील किंवा प्रोड्युसर असतील, देन कन्झ्युमर असतील, दे ऑल आर डिपेंडंट ऑन ईच अदर, राईट. सो त्यांची जी फूड चेन आहे तर ती पण इकॉलॉजिकल बॅलन्सचा पार्ट आहे. देन नॅचरल सायकल्स ज्या पण असतील, राईट. देन जीन बँक असेल, प्लांट प्रॉपगेशन असेल, क्लिनिंग ऑफ एन्व्हायरमेंट, देन सायंटिफिक इम्पॉर्टंट, देन सॉईल इरोजन. जे पण मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम्स आहेत तर ते सॉईल इरोजनला किंवा सॉईल इरोजनला कंट्रोल करण्यास किंवा सॉईलची जी फर्टिलिटी आहे तर ती डेव्हलप करण्यासाठी हेल्प करतात. देन कंट्रोल ऑफ पोल्युशन, देन पेरेनियल फ्रेश वॉटर, देन मेंटेनन्स ऑफ क्लायमॅट, देन एक्सपेरिमेंटल ॲनिमल्स, इकॉनॉमिक इम्पॉर्टन्स अँड also potential uses. Okay, so there are various importance of wildlife biology. So first one आपण one by one बघतोय importance of wildlife. So first one, ecological importance. So ecologically importance, wildlife helps in maintaining the ecological balance of nature. So killing of carnivores leads to an increase in the number of herbivores, which in turn affect the forest vegetation. Thus, due to lack of food in the forest, they come out from the forest to agriculture land and destroy our crops. This makes us very know that wildlife help in maintaining ecological balance even by being predators of each other. Animals are great predators, which is the major reason for ecological development. Therefore, once the equilibrium and stability is disturbed, it leads to many problems. So, ecological importance of wildlife biology. Then, economic importance. The wildlife can be used to earn money, while plants products like food, medicine, then timber, fibers, etc. are of economic value, and the wild animal products such as meat, medicines, hide, ivory, then lac, silk, etc. are of tremendous economic values. Wildlife provides us the raw and basic material to start any industry, factory, etc. for our earnings. So wildlife is also considered to be one of the greatest factor for increase and better development of world trade and increase in national income. It also helps the farmers the most by providing a better way in ploughing and other techniques. Therefore, wildlife is of immense value to all in economic development. Since wildlife is the source of income to many, they play a vital role in their life as the economic factor. So, economically सुद्धा जे wildlife biology आहे, they are very important. Then third one, investigatory importance. Some wild organisms are used for scientific experiment, such as to test effect of medicines. Generally, their example is monkeys, then chimpanzees, also rat, okay, are used for scientific experiment. Also, animals like rats are first used to do experiment, and they test before trying them on humans, because rats have somewhat same nature and body design that supports scientific experiment. No doubt wildlife supports scientific research a lot. So this is the investigatory importance of wildlife biology. Then fourth one, conservation of biological diversity. So by conserving wildlife, diversity in the experiment can be conserved. According to scientists, an ecosystem with more diversity is more stable. Then fifth one, importance in agriculture. Wild organisms are very important for modern agriculture. Importance of wildlife in agricultural field are as follows. First one, reproduction of new hybrid variety using wild plants. Then second, production of better hybrid variety of animals used for agriculture using wild animals. And third one, new species of plants and animals can be produced by them. So wildlife plays a very important role in agricultural development because animals like cows, then buffaloes, etc. help in ploughing or tilling of soil. Also many microorganisms and small animals like reptiles also help in increasing the fertility of soil and providing a good base for agricultural activities. So microorganisms are said to be the friend of farmers. For example, earthworm. You know that earthworm loses the soil and help in decomposition of dead remains and then add humus to the soil. This increases soil fertility. That's why earthworm called farmer's friend, right? Then next जो point आहे, so next topic is the Wildlife Protection Act. So Wildlife Protection Act in 1972. The Wildlife Protection Act in 1972 is an act of the Parliament of India enacted for protection of plants and animal species. Before 1972, India has only 5 designated national parks. Among other reforms, and the act established schedules of protected plants and animals species. Hunting or harvesting these species was largely outlawed. So the act provides for the protection of wild animals, then birds and plants, and for matters connected therewith on or ancillary or incidental thereto. It extends to the whole of India. The act prohibits hunting of wild animals specified in schedule 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, including Indian elephant, then Indian lions, snow leopard, then tiger and great Indian bustard, to name a few under section of 9. However, the ban on hunting is not absolute and it can be permitted in certain cases under section 11. So हे जे इंडियन एलिफंट आहेत किंवा इंडियन लायन असतील, स्नो लिओपार्ड, टायगर, ग्रेट इंडियन बस्टार्ड, सो हे जे ॲनिमल्स आहेत तर त्यांचं हंटिंग करण्यासाठी म्हणजे हंटिंग कंट्रोल केलेलं आहे, जेणेकरून की ते जे ॲनिमल स्पेसीज आहे किंवा वाईल्ड लाईफ आहे तर त्यांची जी जनरेशन आहे तर ती इन्क्रीज व्हावी किंवा त्यांचं जे पॉप्युलेशन आहे ते इन्क्रीज व्हावं, जेणेकरून की त्या स्पेसीज ज्या आहे तर त्या इंडेंजर्ड झोनमधून बाहेर यावं. सो दिस इज there are 6 schedules provided in the Wildlife Protection Act. They are discussed in the table below. So there are 6 schedules. Schedule 1st, this schedule covers endangered species. These species need rigorous protection and therefore the harshest penalties for violation of the law are under this schedule. So species under this schedule are prohibited to be hunted throughout India except under threat to human life. Absolute protection is accorded to species on this list. The trade of these animals is prohibited. Examples are tiger, then black buck, Himalayan brown bear, then brown antler deer, then blue whale, common dolphin, cheetah, then clouded leopard, hornbills, Indian gazelle, etc. These all are animals under the schedule 1st, right? Then schedule second is animals under this list are also accorded high protection. Their trade is prohibited. They cannot be hunted except under threat to human life. Example, Kohinoor, this is the insect. Then Assamese macaque, then Bengal human langur, then large Indian civet, Indian fox, larger Kashmir flying squirrel, then Kashmir fox, etc. These animals under schedule second. And then schedule third and fourth is, this list is for species that are not endangered. This include protected species, but the penalty for any violation is less compared to the first two schedules. Example, hyena, then Himalayan rat, porcupine, then flying fox, Malabar tree toad. Then schedule fifth is, this schedule contain animal that can be hunted. सो मग त्यामधले एक्झाम्पल कुठले तर माईस आहे किंवा रॅट असेल, कॉमन क्रो किंवा फ्रूट बॅट्स, हे ॲनिमल आपण सायंटिफिक इम्पॉर्टन्ससाठी किंवा एक्सपेरिमेंटसाठी आपण यूज करू शकतो. अँड देन शेड्यूल सिक्स, दिस लिस्ट कंटेन्स प्लांट दॅट आर फॉरबिडन फॉर कल्टिवेशन. एक्झाम्पल, पिक्चर प्लांट, देन ब्लू वंडा, रेड वंडा अँड कुछ एक्सेट्रा. ओके, so these are the some animal pictures who endangered zone. Amur tiger, then sloth collar, then koala, cheetah, west gorilla, king cobra, then Galapagos sea lion, rhinoceros, African elephant, elephant turtle and hippo. Okay, and then lastly the save the wild animals. This is the our unit first and credit first. Their introduction of wildlife biology, some definition, then example of protected wildlife species, and refer to wildlife protection acts, their schedules. Okay.